Hello everyone, it's me Uncle John. Today I'm going to read S449 Huckleberry Finn Part 3. People always do this in books. We wrote that there was a gang of slave thieves coming out from the south. They wanted to steal Jim and get the $300 from his owner. Well, the Phelpses and the friends got a bit excited, and on the night of the escape, went into the sitting room and there was a crowd of men in there, all with guns. I ran and told Tom. He said that this was really good. It's a real adventure now. All right, he said. Very excited. Perhaps they will come after us and shoot, and we will all get killed. Well, there wasn't time to think about it because it all happened so quickly. We got Jim out through the hole under the wall and began to run down to the river. But the men heard us and came after us. They began to shoot, and so we ran as fast as we could to the canoe. We got in it and went over to Spanish Island. My raft was there, and our plan was to escape on that. Go on down the river. Now, Jim, I cried, you are a free man. We were all very happy, but Tom was the happiest of all because he had a bullet in his leg. When Jim and I heard that, we weren't so happy. Tom wanted the adventure to go on, but Jim and I said that a doctor must look at Tom's leg. Tom was getting angry about this, but Jim said, you listen to me, Tom Sawyer. You say I'm a free man now. Perhaps I am, but old Jim is not going to run away and leave one of his friends with a bullet in his leg. So I'm staying right here until a doctor comes. I knew Jim would say that. He was a good, true friend, and you can't say that about many people. But that was the end of the adventure, really. I went and found the doctor in the town. He was a kind of old man, and he said he would go over to the island, but Tom's leg got very bad, and the next day the doctor and some other men carried Tom home to the Phelps' house. They brought Jim too, and they locked him up in the hut again. But the doctor said, be kind to him, because he didn't run away and stayed to help me with the boy. They took Tom up to bed because his leg was really bad, and Aunt Sally sat with him while he slept. I didn't want to answer any questions, so I kept out of everybody's way. Tom walked on that he felt better. I was in the room, and he said to me, Jimmy is all right, isn't he? I didn't know what to say because Aunt Sally was listening, and before I could stop him, Tom went on. We did it, Aunt Sally. Me and Tom here. We helped Jim escape. He told her all about the digging and everything. Sally's mouth was opening and closing like a fish. Then she got really angry with Tom. That slavey is locked up again, and he's gonna stay there. And if I catch you again, Tom suddenly sat up in bed. You can't do that, he cried. Jim was old. Miss wasn't a slave, but she died 2 months ago. Before she died, she wrote that she wanted Jim to be free and not a slave anymore. Jim is a free man, not a slave. That was a surprise to me, and Aunt Sally, she thought Tom was crazy. But Sid, why did you help him to escape? If he was free already, she said. I wanted the adventure, of course, said Tom. We made a really exciting plan, and oh my, Aunt Polly. We turned round, and there was Tom's Aunt Polly in the doorway. There was the second big surprise, and Sally was really pleased to see her sister and jumped up to put her arms round her. I got under the bed as fast as I could. There was trouble coming for me and Tom. That was for sure. The Aunt Polly said to Tom, you always were a terrible boy, Tom Sawyer, and I want to know. But Polly, dear, this isn't Tom, it's C. Tom was here a minute ago. Where is he? Where's Huck Finn, you mean? Replied Aunt Polly. Come out from under that bed, Huck Finn. So Tom and I had to explain everything. And Polly said, and Sally wrote and told her that Tom and Sid were there. She knew that it wasn't true, so she decided to come and find out what was happening. But she said that it was true about Miss Watson and that Jim was a free man now. We got Jim out of the hut, and Aunt Sally and Uncle Silas were really nice to him. Later, Tom, Jim, and I had a long talk by ourselves. Tom talked and talked. And then he said, let's all three of us run away one night and go and have adventure in the wild country down south. It sounded like a good plan to me. The only thing is, I said, I haven't got any money to buy the right clothes and things. All my money back in the St. Peter's will be in Pop's pockets by now. No, your money is all there. Your Pop never came back. No, and he won't come back, Huck, Jim said. You remember that dead man on the river? When I said, don't look at his face. Well, that was your Pop. You can get your money when you want. Tom's leg is almost better now. and I haven't got any money to write about. I'm really pleased about that because it was very difficult to write a book, and I won't do it again. But I think I'm gonna have to run away before the others because Aunt Sally wants me to live with her. I'll have to sleep in a bed, wear clean clothes, learn to be good, and I can't do that again. I've done it once already. The end.